Good Saturday evening, Southwest Arkansas. Welcome back to Southwest Arkansas weather here as of January the 11th at about 8:45 p.m. here. Taking a look at the weather blog for the rest of this upcoming week and what's in store after this. Once again, as you can tell by the title, we're done and down with one cold shot of air, and now we could potentially have another one. Could we see some winter weather with that? Maybe. We'll have to talk more about that here in just a minute. But first, I did want to show you this is satellite. This was throughout the day today. You can see something really cool with the satellite, and that is as we go forward, you'll see as the sun rises today, you've seen some clouds, and they started to decrease across the area as we went further throughout the day. There were still some hanging around the Garland County, Grant, and Clark and Dallas County areas. But if you look elsewhere, all this other white on the map is actually your snowpack. That is where we've seen snow at, and that is where we've seen that continue to melt off across the area as we move throughout the day. But once again, that's your snowpack there across southwest Arkansas. So now, real quickly, getting into today's forecast and what's in store for the rest of this upcoming time frame. Taking a look first at the overnight lows for Saturday night and into Sunday morning. Temperatures are going to be a little on the cooler side, still watching for the potential of maybe a freeze fog across portions of the area and a refreezing issue with any standing water or where there's any standing water. Temperatures overnight tonight will get down into the lower to mid 20s, mid to upper 20s, and I'm not going to rule out the possibility of a few teens. Mena is cooling off real quickly. They may already be at 25 degrees before or after I've made this map. They are cooling very quickly up there as well. So then taking a look at the 6-day forecast, pretty much a nice dry forecast in store for this upcoming week after that cold and snowy winter weather. Some sunny days ahead through Sunday and Thursday. Temperatures are going to range from the upper 40s into the mid 50s throughout this time frame, with overnight lows in the mid to upper 20s across the coverage area. On Friday, highs will be around 60 degrees before cooling down as a cold front moves through. Overnight lows will be in the 50s there. And once again, some rain showers and partly cloudy skies will be possible. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure that Friday graphic is right there. But once again, we're going to continue to see, some sunny skies, then some partly cloudy skies, increasing cloud cover on Friday. Yes, that is right there on Friday night. Once again, 30% chance of some rain showers currently. Then that continues into Saturday as well, where some rain and then a front tries to move through on Saturday, and that should help cool us down throughout this time frame. Once again, taking a look at the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook. Below average temperatures once again look likely. This is from the Climate Prediction Center, and as you can see, Arkansas is in the darker blue colored area there, and that is your percentages of likely below average temperatures. Our average temperature here in Arkansas for this time of year is in the mid 40s to 50s across the area, so you're talking temperatures potentially down in the 30s, 20s for highs, and down in the teens and 20s for lows. That's below average temperatures. And then if we take a look at this same time frame, that 19th through the 25th, an 8 to 14 day precipitation outlook shows that, hey, there's some chance, maybe some above average precipitation chances. It's just got to match up correctly. And if we take a look, this is the experimental Climate Prediction Center graphic with the risk of heavy snow. It done real well earlier this week with the event that we had this weekend. Or really the late half of this week, and it's also putting another slight risk for the 18th through the 20th of maybe seeing a risk of some heavy snow. We'll have to watch that closely, and we'll continue to monitor that. It's still early. There's still a lot of details that can or will change between now and as we get towards that time frame. One thing to mention and continue to mention is we're in the time frame now to where you start to look for signals, not necessarily specifics. You look for signals as things that could point you towards that direction of, hey, maybe we could see some winter weather. Data is pointing that direction, stuff of that nature, and we'll show you more of that here in just a minute. Taking a look at the area-wide this is a new graphic that we just made that our forecaster Michael Monica Jr. made. You can see widespread cold likely late part of the month. The EPC and CMCE, this is a blend of those two ensembles. And remember, ensembles are basically, they take a bunch of different model runs, change a few things up of them, and get the average run different scenarios to help, just in case something changes, to help give you a better idea and look for those signals longer into the period. You can see in southwest Arkansas, our red colored area there, that is our coverage area. And as you can see, temperature is about 850 millibars, which is that area that we mentioned this past time with that winter weather that we had, that played drowsy, or that played a doozy on a lot of people's snow chances and ended up giving them an icing event. That's about 5,000 feet above the surface. You can see most of the area right now, these zombies are showing 0 degrees to -5 degrees Celsius. So that is below freezing. While a little further south there, around mainly Union County and just across southeastern Arkansas, not liking that. Again, if that were to be the case, that's where you would see maybe a potential of wintry mix of freezing rain, but it's still too early to get specifics. But that shows 0 degrees to 5 degrees Celsius above average, or above zero there as well. And real quickly, I do want to pull back up some model data and show you what we're looking at here. And once again, one thing I want to mention is, remember, this temperature anomaly map is not actual temperatures. This shows you how many temperature, or how many degrees below average temperatures could be, not the actual forecast. Remember that, because that's easy to get confused. But right now, this has continued to be pretty accurate this week. We've seen temperatures about 20 to 15 degrees below zero, or below average. And we've seen the highs in the range from the 30s into the 40s, overnight lows in the 20s and teens this past week. And you've seen that on data. Well, if we go forward, get a little bit of a briefer warm up, but really as we go through this week, some cooler air could be a possibility. This is one example, but really as we head into this weekend, some of that, maybe some above average temperatures or some warmer temperatures near 60 degrees will be possible. And then another cold shot comes in, and this cold shot could potentially even be stronger as we go through that 20th time frame. And this is wanting to bring potential of maybe even up to 20 20 degrees below average, or below average there. So that would put us, back in the 30s for highs, maybe even a few 20s, because it does bring that colder air in and continues it throughout most of the time frame there, throughout the last bit of your January. I had to remember what date that was there for a brief moment. And during the same time frame, a time frame that we're watching for the potential of precipitation, just looking at total QPF, really 24-hour, just rainfall potentials there, or chances or percentages of maybe seeing some rainfall. And you do see that it does bring some about that 18th time frame, and we'll have to watch that time frame. We'll have to watch closely moving forward, if we were to take a look at winter weather, which I don't want to show you that quite yet, just because it's still early, but you can get the general idea here. Temperatures below average, maybe some precipitation, and if we look at the GFS or the GFS examples, this shows you something similar, and we'll actually put this on the 18Z because it is the newest run of this. This shows you as we go forward there that same time frame that there could be some rain chances. Now, once again, you're not going to get super high rain chances on this, or precipitation of up to 1 inch or greater chances on this early, because it's still far out. But there's some decent chance there that we may have some precipitation potentially possible. And during that same time frame, if we look at the potential for temperatures, let's back this up to right around here. If we take a look at this same time frame and look at temperature anomalies, it shows, maybe a few degrees below average there for that. And then if we go forward into this throughout this time frame, it shows you that colder air really moves in during the 19th, 20th time frame there. And you can see it really settles in. And if we go back and look, once again, this is just up to 1 inch of precipitation. But if we back this back down to a little further, you see there's some potential there for maybe some precipitation. And if we move forward, you can see that chance precipitation increases there as well. So there's some good signs that this is, just, less than a tenth or really less than a tenth of an inch of rain, while the other quantitative precipitation that we looked at was 1 inch or greater. So you got to remember that this is just 24-hour potentials there in that same time frame. And if we look at this only goes out to the 17th. So let's back this up. But if you look at this also shows during that same time frame that we were watching for colder chances or colder air, and all of that, it's showing that there's some signs that there could be some precipitation there. So right now, this is the early signals that we're looking at. Now, once again, just remember, there's a lot that's going to change. You're going to see a whole lot of maps between now and that time frame. If you look at this, about that same. Once again, there's signs there for cold air and for the chance of precipitation. That's one thing that we'll have to continue to watch, and there's going to be a lot of details that we have to iron out as we get closer. We always do, and we will continue to do that. Now, once again, just take it easy, take it a week at a time, or take it a day at a time. We're going to continue to post updates leading up to this. You're going to see a lot of information about this like previously, and once again, just continue to stay aware and be on the lookout for more video vlogs that should come out every other day. And once again, be on the lookout for posts over on the Facebook page and all of that stuff. And as always, getting ready to come to an end to today's video vlog. I just want to say a big thanks to all of our new followers and subscribers on Facebook and YouTube. Welcome to the page. Thank you guys very much for trusting us right here with your source for all things Southwest Arkansas weather. We are blessed to have a great team and great followers and a great area to cover weather for. And as always, we are very blessed to have this talent to be able to do this. And hopefully we'll be able to use this as a way to just continue to provide for Southwest Arkansas. As always, I want to say big thanks to Palmer's Roofing, J&S Auto Supply, Terry's Place, Fort Smith Therapy, Tan Energy and Nutrition, and Southern Dumpster Rentals, and Patterson Federal Credit Union there as well. Make sure to check them all out over there on Facebook. And as always, have a good rest of your Saturday, and see you back here Monday for another video vlog.